Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Kohl Center in Madison for the Division 5 state final. It is the Newman Catholic Cardinals and the McDonell Central Catholic Max here on Zaleski Sports, our final basketball broadcast of the year, and it is going to be a doozy. The Newman Catholic Cardinals coming in at 26-4 on the season, and McDonell Central coming in at 29-1. Obviously, both winners yesterday. Newman Catholic led from the beginning, led throughout, I should say, in their 62-52 win over, or 52-42 win over Royal yesterday. McDonell Central in comeback fashion, down by 7 at halftime, outscored Fall River 41-30 en route to their 66-62 win over the Pirates of Fall River. Mike, this is a game, we talked about it last night. We talked about it after the game for Newman yesterday, that don't want to say they might be on a vengeance tour, but they did not play their best basketball yesterday, and they still are in a state championship here this morning.
And they all said as much in the press conference following the game. Of course, you will have the highlights from that one coming up in a little bit during our pregame coverage. They talked about they didn't play well. They turned it over too many times. They didn't shoot very well. They had some rough stretches at the basket, but they got the job done, which is all that matters in the end. As Al Davis said forever, just win, baby. Yep. That's all that matters, is you have more points than your opponent at the end of the game. And also, Eli Gustafson made a great point during the press conference saying, we've now played on this floor. We know the atmosphere. We know what it's like. And we're going to come out the next day better and more prepared and more confident than we were for that game. And for McDonell, they also had that experience. I think they were here last year as well. They came in, had a great comeback, hit a big three late to have one of the best three-point shooters in the state in Mittermeier. And Cannon Huss was great. But even late, Fall River had their chance. A jump ball with 3 seconds left in their own end, but they overthrew the inbound, and McDonell made the play to seal the game. Yesterday was filled with great games, top to bottom, and some controversy, but we're not going to talk about that. But it was one of those ones where it was spectacular. Both teams are now taking the court. It looks like Newman's going to be in their whites today. McDonell Central Catholic in the blue.
Yeah, you mentioned the game yesterday. Obviously, Newman Catholic in their first ever Division 5 state championship, first ever Division 5 state tournament. McDonell looking for their first state championship since 2016. As Mike mentioned, they've been here quite a bit. 2012, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 21. So it's going to be a doozy of a game here. We mentioned how slow. Not how slow. Newman got off to a 17-3 start, 17 turnovers, though, yesterday, and Mason Prey only scored 8 points, averaging over 25 a game in his senior campaign.
And that was the big thing Prey had an off day. Isaac Seidel did not.
Yeah.
Neither did Connor Kroc. Like Gustafson rebounding was spectacular. Fender had a couple big plays. Bates brought in some good minutes defensively. But the problem I think that happened in that game yesterday, and why it wasn't what they were hoping for, even though they did win, was they let Royal dictate the game. Yep. They got to such a fast and spectacular start, Newman did, but they did not follow it up after Royal took an early timeout when they were down big. They came out, Royal hit a three, and then the pace of the game was then dictated by the Panthers. They slowed it down, they played their game, and they made Newman play their game as well. Yeah,
Royal had a tremendous game plan yesterday, obviously taking Mason Prey out of the game. Eli Gustafson, 1 point, 16 rebounds. But as you mentioned, one of the probably the leader, I guess, in Division 5 for the last 6 games in the state, Isaac Seidel, 25 points, 15 in the first half, 10 of 11 in the second half from the free throw line to ice that game away. But Mason Prey is going to have to come through a little bit more here this morning if Newman Catholic wants to take home the gold ball to Wausau here later on today.
And I think he knows it. I think both these teams know it. And I think one thing that's going to help, both teams, but I think Newman maybe a little bit more, is the fact that Newman is almost all seniors. Yep. Every player that really sees the floor in the main minutes are seniors. And so they know that this time, these next 38 minutes or 36 minutes, is the last time they will be wearing this jersey.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. And Eli talked about it in the press conference yesterday. A handful of these guys have been in big games, state championships for football a couple of times, so they're not shy, or they're not what do you say?
They don't lack confidence.
Yeah, and I mean, they've been in situations like this, obviously much different on a basketball court than a football field, but having that championship big game experience is going to be key, I think, this morning for the Newman Catholic Cardinals to see if they can take the first gold ball back to Wausau in boys basketball in school history. 93 and 99 in WIAA, they were runners-up. So a WIAA championship here this morning too.
But even just the city in general.
Yep.
But I think one thing that's also going to be interesting for me to keep an eye on is going to be the student sections, how each team handles it, because they're going into your opponent's student section to start the game.
Yep.
And the Newman Royal game was loud and a little bit, but it was mostly respectful and going back and forth. The McDonell game, that was rowdy.
Yeah.
It was.
Yep.
They were rattling Fall River a little bit.
Yep.
And so we'll see how Newman handles that. But again, I think that having that state experience in other sports will help as far as how you handle opposing fans and how you handle other. Also playing in those smaller gyms where it's crazy loud and you're dealing with that kind of stuff, I think that'll help as well.
McDonell Central trying to do what Randolph did last year.
Double up.
With the girls and boys state championships. The girls won it last week, and the boys try to do it here this morning into this afternoon in the boys basketball state championship. We are going to take that break, watch the highlights from yesterday, and then come back and talk a little bit about the Max from McDonell Central after this on Zaleski Sports.
Get down to the young brother sound.
Welcome to the Zaleski Sports Highlight House, sponsored by Fleet Farm. Schedule an appointment at the Fleet Farm Auto Service Center today. Their professionals handle tire installation and rotation, oil changes, filter, battery replacements, and more. Get everything you need at one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm.
Newman up 4-0 as Mason Prey goes baseline reverse layup up and good from Prey. Newman up 10-3. Here's Isaac Seidel from downtown, and the Cardinals go up 13-3. Just a minute left in the half, and here is Seidel once again from 3, and the Cardinals go back up by 13. At halftime, the Cardinals led 27-18. Here's Mason Prey in the second, putting Newman up back by 11. Royal looking to make some headway, down by 7. Here's Gabe Keenan with the up and under move off the glass, and good. It's a 5-point Newman lead. 6-point lead for the Cardinals. This time it's Carter Uppina with the pull-up mid-range jump shot. Now the deficit just 4. But here comes Jackson Fender from downtown in the corner for the Cardinals, puts his team up by 7. And this free throw from Isaac Seidel would ice it for the Newman Cardinals. So the number 1 seed Newman Catholic Cardinals take down the Royal Panthers, the number 4 seed, 52-42 here in the state semifinal. The Cardinals will play McDonell Central Catholic on Saturday in the Division 5 state championship game at 11:05.
We just went through this week just like any normal week. It did help that we practiced on some bigger courts, but in the end we wanted to just stay to who we were and focus on what we like to do, and that got us really off to a good start, so that was important.
Yeah, one of the things too is, I mean, this is obviously a big arena. We haven't played in anything like this. We played at Concordia earlier this year, but it's really nothing like the Kohl Center. And I think it's good to get that first game under our belt now that, I mean, we know what it's like here. And I think one of the big things that we all talked about is just focus on the game. The surrounding doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is what's on the court. So I think we're going to focus on that a lot tomorrow.
One of the coolest things that I think about playing sports in high school is that people pay to come and watch you play basketball. So I guess just having so many people here, that's been the coolest thing so far.
Thank you for watching the Zaleski Sports Highlight House, sponsored by Fleet Farm. Schedule an appointment at the Fleet Farm Auto Service Center today. Their professionals handle tire installation and rotation, oil changes, filter, battery replacements, and more. Get everything you need at one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. You are watching the Zaleski Sports Highlight House.
Want to save even more at Fleet Farm? Well, now you can with Fleet Rewards. It's free to sign up and there's no credit card required. Using Fleet Rewards is easy. Earn points every time you shop. Plus, get exclusive member offers, birthday and anniversary perks, free tire rotations, and more. Download the Fleet Farm app or create an account at fleetfarm.com/rewards to start earning points today. Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955.
Welcome back to the Kohl Center. Steve Maves, Mike Wenlick, Hill Jacoby down on the court getting us highlights for this morning's Division 5 state championship game. Our broadcast brought to you in part by Whitetail Properties. For the best in recreational or hunting properties in Wisconsin, call Brian Roosh with Whitetail Properties. Just share your goals and Brian can tell you where and how to make it a reality. Call him at 715-213-4468, 715-213-4468. 6-8. We mentioned McDonell coming in. It's
they're used to this floor.
4, 5. It's their 6th appearance in the last 8 years or so. So that's a team that's been down here quite a bit and looking for their first state championship since 2016. And they got some ballers on this Max team as well.
Do. I mean, you look at their top two, Eddie Mittermeier, the leading three-point shooter in the state, any division, 119 threes coming into the tournament. I think he hit one or two. He didn't hit many yesterday, but he hit a couple big ones in the second half of that game against Fall River. He went 2 for 7. But then you have Cannon Huss, a big guy. We'll see how he gets called a little bit, but he's a force down low. He was a dominant couple possessions, especially in that second half, and he helped seal the game away at the free throw line as well. Went 4 or 5 from the line. And then the other guy to keep an eye on, and we saw him make some crazy finishes, was Keegan Galvez, number 22. He had a couple acrobatic finishes and one where his teammates really didn't help him as the ball hit him in the forehead. But he showed that he can really make some crazy plays. He's one of those guys, those X-factor guys who you're not paying enough attention to, much like I think a guy like Jackson Fender is for Newman, like those types of guys. Those are the guys that are going to win you that gold ball. Yep. You know your stars are going to do what they do, but who's going to be that secondary guy to step up for either of his teams? Whether is it going to be Galvez? Is it going to be Aiden Misfeld, who had a huge three that really won the game against Fall River yesterday? Or is it going to be Jordan Sikora? Like, who is it?
Yep.
And both teams, especially the Max, who have been here so many times but haven't gotten that last step completed yet, they're going to be looking for that third guy to make that game-changing, game-winning, championship-winning impact.
Absolutely. And you mentioned Jackson Fender hitting that big three-pointer in the second half. We talked about him being that effective shooter that Newman needed, and he got it done when needed yesterday to secure and push that lead from like 4 to 7 or whatever it was. And again, Isaac Seidel down the stretch, 10 of 11 from the free throw line. So it's going to be a doozy this morning. About 4.5 minutes or so left. One thing for our Newman fans, I guess, and Central Wisconsin fans, Jeff Waldvogel, first year as the coach,
as head coach
at Newman Catholic, and a graduate or a former Newman Catholic student in the early 80s, and kind of a
family went through it as well. Like I remember, he was upset that he couldn't tell me about it on media day. But his dad, his grandparents, everyone was Newman.
Yep.
They were all Newman Cardinals.
Yeah. Yeah, and looking for that final step, that full circle. If you or have you be there, but
somewhere Elton John is singing.
Yeah, and Coach Waldvogel. Power to him. He's come in kind of a very late hire, late September, early October, and
hit the ground running.
Yeah, absolutely. And having a senior class like he's had, as he's really he's calmed them down.
He's stabilized this bench and with this team. And one thing that I've really respected about Coach Waldvogel is, again, a late hire, joined the team late, but he knows the program, he knows the school, and you're not going to find many coaches I can count on one hand who have the passion and the care that Coach Waldvogel does. Yep. The only one I can think of close is Coach Fergit for La Crosse Central. That's the only one I can think of that's close.
Yep. Yeah, and you mentioned it, and just in the interviews that Coach Waldvogel has had media day yesterday for the state semifinal. You can tell in his voice the passion and the emotion that he has for these boys, and it'd be a special moment for not just Newman Catholic but also Jeff Waldvogel if they're able to win a state championship here this morning.
We said it yesterday. We talked about on the drive down here on Thursday. At the end of this game, there's going to be two teams that are going to be absolutely crying their eyes out for two different reasons.
Yeah.
One in joy, one in there's a little bit of bittersweet sadness. But either way, both these teams, you're ending your season at the Kohl Center. You're bringing the Kohl Center more recently than the Badgers have.
Yeah.
It's quite. And we've also seen plenty of Badgers players walking around, which is kind of cool, too.
Yeah, we saw them this morning during the three-point contest.
They've talked to some players. They've talked to people and met with fans and stuff. And Greg Gard giving tickets for the the D4 game.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. But I will say one thing very quickly for everyone watching our screen here. When you see the scoreboard, you see the clock and you see the fouls and timeouts. The left side of fouls and timeouts, that is Newman Catholic. The right side is going to be McDonell. Yep. So just so you can have an idea of the foul situation, timeout situation, it is Newman on the left, McDonell on the right.
And you see just a little thing to keep an eye on for Newman Catholic. Just saw it a little bit ago. Connor Kroc came over to the three-point or to the warm-up side, and Michael Hofferman, the assistant coach for Newman Catholic, went over, brought Kroc back to the sidelines, being worked on right now, and that left foot, but had a conversation with Eli Gustafson and Isaac Seidel and all these guys I don't know what he's talking to them about, but just preparing them for this final 35 seconds before we have our national anthem, our announcements, and then the little video montage that they usually do on Championship Saturday. So we're going to take a couple minute or 90-second break and come back with your starting lineups here on Zaleski Sports.
Thank you for helping Abbey Bank become the most highly recommended community bank.
Thank you to all of our customers for helping us be successful.
Thank you for putting your trust in us.
Thank you for your loyalty.
Thank you for helping us support our communities.
We are grateful for customers like you.
Thank you to all of our customers. We hope to see you soon.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
Our national anthem concluded. Steve said she sang last week as well at the girls' tournament. The teacher
sure.
at McDonell. It's a very good job again. We've had some great performances this week from the Fall River Pep Band as well, like things like that. And I will say, when you were talking about during the break, The family has really showed out. Student sections, though, for both sides seem a little light compared to yesterday, but I do see a very intimidating Cardinal standing right under the basket.
Yeah, he's ready to go. That's for sure.
He's ready to fight.
Mike,
they are the fighting Cardinals.
Mike, before we get the starting lineups going here, some keys before we get a Division V state championship game.
Mason Prey. I mean, Mason Prey can't have 8 points today. That's all there is to it. He knows it. Coach knows it. His teammates know it. McDonell knows it. If he does not get close to his average, they will not win this game. He has to be the former Merrillwood Player of the Year that he is, and the all-time leading scorer in the city of Wausau. And Seidel's going to do what he does. Seidel's been clutch all year long. Croc's been very good all year long. He's the most athletic player on the floor every time he's out there. But it's going to come down to the guy wearing number 1.
Absolutely right. And Mason, again, only 8 points yesterday and got really frustrated with the defense by Bryce Olson from Royal. For McDonell, they fell behind early yesterday. They were able to come back and score 41 points in the second half. Let's talk a little bit about McDonell's keys today.
For McDonell, they need to get up to a better start.
Yep.
We were watching during the press conference a little bit, and they fell behind very early and by double digits, and they came out flat. That can't happen again for them. They need to be able to bounce back and get off to a good start. Because if a team like Newman plays their game and runs early, they can be up 20-5 quickly.
Absolutely.
And so they need to hang out as they're announcing the starters now. And another guy they're showing right now, I think, is like Eddie Mittermeier. If he's hitting his threes, oh boy, good luck.
Yep. Yeah.
And we saw some great shooters when we got here this morning in the 3-point shootout, which was won by Con Knupel of I can't remember the school, but he won it. But Mittermeier, he's got a beautiful shot.
Yep. Yeah,
and we were talking even yesterday, who's going to draw the assignments of these guys? Who's going to guard Mittermeier? Who's going to guard Cannon Huss?
Yeah, Huss can get you into early foul trouble, and that'd be trouble for Eli Gustafson and the Newman Catholic Cardinals. Starters for McDonell, 5'11 senior number 1, Aiden Misfelt. 5'11 senior number 3 is Eddie Mittermeier. 6'5 senior number 22 is Keegan Galvez. 6'3 sophomore is Jordan Sikora. And a 6'4 senior is Cannon Huss. And for the Newman Catholic Cardinals, 6'4 senior is number 1 Mason Prey. 5'11 senior number 3 Jackson Fender. 6'2 senior number 10 Connor Kroc. 6'2 senior is number 23 Isaac Seidel. And a 6'3 senior number 24 is Eli Gustafson, the Cardinals head coach by Jeff Waldvogel.
And just watching him come through the tunnel, they were focused. They were down. And of course, Connor Kroc did his thing. He's flexing. He's going crazy. John Logue, Michael Martin, Jeb Loth, the officials today, getting their picture. You almost got a game ball yesterday when they took their team picture. We had a couple officials take our picture.
Yep.
Went down by the floor with the two of us and Cal.
All right, Division V state championship game, final game of the year on basketball, that is, on Zaleski Sports. And the final game for these seniors for both teams here today.
Newman Catholic in the white jerseys, red numbers, the light blue Cardinals across the front, McDonell in the blue, white numbers, gold outlines, McDonell scripted across the front.
36 minutes to decide a Division V state champion, and the opening tip won by Newman Catholic. Mason Prey, Jackson Fender with it on the right wing. Connor Kroc, top of the key, man-to-man defense for McDonell Central.
And it's Misfelt on Prey early on. Mittermeier, though, he's kind of zoning. He's on Gusta. It's almost like a matchup zone.
Yep.
It's not quite man-to-man, but it's not quite zone. It's a box and two.
Jackson Sikora is face guarding Isaac Seidel.
It's triangle and two. Misfelt's face guarding Prey.
Three-pointer. Jackson Fender hits it off the back of the rim and gets it to roll in.
It looked like it was going left, but he buries it eventually. But yeah, it looked like it was a triangle and two. Like they had three guys in zone, two on the bottom, one at the top at the free throw line, and then face guarding Seidel and Prey.
Huss goes baseline into the corner for Sikora. Left side for Mittermeier. Jackson Fender guarding him. Connor Kroc, that's Misfelt. Kroc is guarding Mittermeier, number 3.
They're not worried about Galvez shooting.
Huss in the lane, kicks it back out. Galvez hands it back off to Misfelt, and he lost it. Taken away by the Cardinals.
And to keep an eye on, Connor Kroc has Mittermeier. Eli Gustafson has Huss.
Jackson Fender picks up his dribble. The runner, the leaner, is off the mark and rebounded, taken by Aiden Misfelt for McDonell.
He's kind of trapped in no man's land there.
Huss the shot fake against Prey. Lost it, recovers, and misses off of Eli Gustafson's hand. No, they're going to say it's off of Huss.
And it was interesting to see Huss in the short sleeves today. He was wearing the long sleeves yesterday, and he had 20 and 12.
Yeah, I couldn't. You mentioned it while we were sitting down on press row. I just can't get over people wearing long sleeves.
I'm warm here wearing a pullover and a tie.
Eli Gustafson, top of the key, right side for Connor Kroc. Back to Gustafson in the lane.
Yeah, triangle and 2 defense still. Huss and Galvez down low. Mittermeier sitting at the free throw line.
Connor Kroc in the right wing. 3-pointer just right of the circle. Too strong. Rebounded by Huss.
They're going to make the other guys beat them. They're not going to let Prey and Seidel get
He's
going.
got a whole head of steam. A great pass. Reverse layup is up and good for Keegan Galvez.
And we saw some great finishes by Galvez yesterday at the rim. That's his game.
Kroc, the runner in the lane, is good. And he'll take that all day if you give it to him.
And they're immediately going.
And the runner in transition blocked by Prey, rebounded by Seidel.
He missed the first one, got the board. He threw it right off the backboard to himself, essentially.
Jackson Fender transition. Back out to Prey, down to Kroc. Left side, left hand, left it short. Tipped around and tipped out of bounds off of Connor Kroc, and he may have gotten poked in the eye.
And the official blows it dead. He's kind of talking to him, saying I think they might be sending him off. Either poked in the eye or hitting the ear. He shakes it off. Still the best hair on the floor, Connor Kroc right now, but of course, as Travis Wilson pointed out yesterday, the mullet of the day, Thomas Bates. Yeah. We'll see him later today.
Kroc, the same kid that dislocated his shoulder last year and popped it back in and still played. So,
and he also almost lost a tooth against Marathon.
Yeah.
Tough as it gets.
Top of the key for Huss. Hands it off to Misfelt. Left side. Back over to Sikora.
Traditional man-to-man for Newman. Kroc, though, following Mittermeier a little bit closer than usual.
Misfelt out of Mittermeier. Long three blocked by Kroc.
And caught by the JV on the bench. But Connor Kroc right there.
First media timeout. 14:53 to go. First half. 5-2 Newman Catholic. We'll be back after this on Zaleski Sports.
At Nicolet Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolet Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolet Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet, and it's truck season, which means huge saving on all remaining 2022 inventory. Take advantage of 0% interest for 3 or 4 years or 0.09 for 5 years. Stop on down and talk to one of our sales consultants today.
Welcome back to the Kohl Center in Madison. 5-2 Newman Catholic after 3 minutes of gameplay. And again, our broadcast brought to you in part by Fundraise Local. Every team needs to fundraise, so keep it local with Fundraise Local. Learn all about your organization, how your organization can raise money while keeping that money right here in our community. Visit fundraiselocal.com, shop local, fundraise local, and be local.
Man-to-man again, McDonell with the basketball to start things off here.
Huss against Gustafson on the right block. Got cut off again right there.
Eli, he got his third foul early in the second half against Earl, but he played great defense after that. It was the best defense I've seen him play this year because he's had a lot of time in foul trouble this season.
Seafeld try the reverse offense rebound for Sikora. Huss on the left wing. Thought about the three. Pass fake, and he buries it.
He's got that kind of slow release, but it's so smooth and mechanically sound.
Tied at 5, 14 minutes to go first half. Prey across the timeline. No shot yet for Mason. Gustafson on the right elbow. Kroc kicks it out to Fender. Down low to Gustafson on the right block again. One-on-one, pass out to Kroc. Slow, methodical in the lane. Right-hand jumper is good.
That little baby hook, second time in a row he's done that. And no shots for Prey or Sino, but again, McDonell's plan is to take them out.
Yep.
They're going to play 3-on-3.
Huss with it at the free throw line. 16-foot jump shot is good.
Huss picked up where he left off.
Got a screen and was not. The Newman Catholic was unable to play it back. Gustafson, good pass by Prey, and Eli finishes.
First field goal at state for Eli. Had 1 point yesterday on a free throw.
What a job by Mason Prey on the pass. Mittemeyer swings it back around.
Already just a quicker paced game than yesterday.
Yep. Galvez with it against Prey. Swings it right side for Sikora. Just begging him to shoot.
Yeah, Seidel playing way off. They're gonna make their choice. Anyone that's not Huss, Mittemeyer, or Misfeld, they're gonna say, feel free. It's all yours.
Misfeld with it and off. Left it short on the layup. Rebound taken by the Cardinals. Quickly into the front court is Mason Prey. Hands it off to Jackson Fender. Back out to Prey. Gustafson.
Don't take it at Eli, okay.
Swings it around to Fender. Hands it back off to Mason Prey.
Much like Newman was playing off of McDonell guys, they're playing off of Eli.
Jackson Fender left the three-point short. Offense rebound by Seidel. Muscles it off of Huss and puts it in.
Isaac Seidel, not just a shooter. An offensive board there. And that's the problem when you play that like triangle and two zone type defense. Boxing out's gonna be a little bit tougher, and Newman very physical at the glass.
Huss on the left wing against Gustafson on the shot fake. Now against Seidel. Swings it back around to Mittemeyer. Right side for Misfeld.
I think that's a smart thing is to switch on those screens with Huss. Mittemeyer, no, you just have Connor Kroc follow him.
Huss with it, well beyond the three-point line. Face guarding is Connor Kroc against Misfeld. Against Mittemeyer, and he
got caught gambling.
He did that yesterday, and that time worked out, and Eli stepped out of bounds. But
I think the headband went over his eyes.
Yeah, yesterday Royal made him pay a couple times on the guesses.
Cooper Mittemeyer now checking in, a 5'9" sophomore, number 0 for McDonell.
Cooper yesterday 3 points, 1 of 2 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and a good rebound by Gustafson on the missed three-pointer.
Kroc closed out fast. Mittemeyer was looking for a foul.
Kroc on the right side, partially blocked maybe, and off of Connor Kroc, blocked by Keegan Galvez.
Yeah, it looked like he got a piece of it.
Well, you see that right eye of Connor Kroc. It looks like there's a big scratch just right of his eye.
But if you tell him he's coming out of this game, he is going to yell at you.
Poked away by Seidel. Kroc up to Isaac.
Throw it down, Isaac.
Left side, right over the front of the rim. Miss. Kroc chases down the rebound and puts it in.
So I want to see who they give the steal to on the official stats, because it was kind of a save by Kroc.
Yeah, steal by Seidel on the drive. He poked it away. I wish
they gave assisted steals.
Yeah.
Like hockey style. Good drive, good move. Backdoor pass to Mittemeyer.
Mittemeyer scores his first points. Kroc trailing and was unable to get back to the defensive side.
They just had an up screen for him, and there was not much Kroc could have done.
Seidel against the other Mittemeyer. Back over to Fender. Prey in the left corner. Back over to Jackson Fender. Cooper Mittemeyer now guarding Isaac Seidel.
I will say I'm very impressed with Mason Prey's patience. A lot of guys will be kind of forcing shots knowing that you need to have a big game. But he has been a facilitator, a passer.
Kroc on the baseline. He gets fouled. A late call on Huss.
Landing room.
But see if he will head to line, and Connor Kroc will shoot some free throws.
Yeah, they gave him a landing spot call.
Kroc 6 points already. Today's broadcast brought to you in part by Cornerstone Advisors. Ted Fox, certified financial planner and owner of Cornerstone Advisors, is a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services. Call today at 715-849-3697 for a complimentary investment review. Stop in at 2711 Stewart Avenue in Wausau, or visit them at cornerstoneadvisors-wisconsin.com.
Kroc hit them both, heading into a media timeout, and the surprising thing, we're at 10:20. That was the first foul call of the game.
Yep. Yeah, Newman leads by 6. We'll have more on that in 30 seconds. It's Zaleski Sports.
You know better when you see it.
right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
Good start for Newman Catholic, leading 15-9 with 10:20 to go in this first half. Connor Kroc already up to 8 points. Jackson Fender started the game with a 3. Isaac Seidel and Eli Gustafson both with buckets in the first 7.5 minutes of this ball game.
And again, I'm impressed with Mason Prey, just his leadership as on the floor, not forcing things. He's not rushing anything. He's making the smart passes and right plays. And now we're going to see how they do without Connor Kroc. He's on the bench now for a little bit, just maybe clear out his eye a little bit, make sure he's all right. I don't see him. Oh, he's sitting down there. I was looking for the jersey, but yeah, he's wiping his face with a towel still, but we're back underway.
Thomas Bates now having the job of guarding Eddie Mittermeier.
Not quite as fast as Kroc, but a little more physical.
He is very physical. And now a double screen.
And again, the mullet heard round Wisconsin.
Cooper Mittermeier, corner 3, off the mark, rebounded by Mason Prey. Up ahead to Jackson Fender in the front court, quickly into the front court. Nobody got him. And
Huss got him pretty good there.
Yeah. Rushed the shot, and Fender missed.
I think Coach Walville wanted a foul.
Yep. And taken away by Thomas Bates. Tried behind the back, and Thomas in the grill of Eddie Mittermeier.
I mean, when you see Jackie Moon out there, you're...
The runner by Prey left short, rebounded by Misfeld.
As soon as I said, that one was kind of rushed.
Yep.
I know Newman lets you up and down, but that's one where you probably want to set your offense up and go.
Huss against Gustafson, drives. Cooper Mittermeier against Mason Prey, back out to Huss. Goes baseline.
Hand check. And
a foul and a hold on Eli Gustafson. His first, team's first, 9:17 to go in the first half.
So first foul, he said, on the Newman Catholic Cardinals. And now the mascot kneeling behind the basket, just staring into your soul. The eyes are, I love mascots. There's so much there when they make their presence felt.
Miles Flanagan also into the game for the first time for McDonell, wears 44.
Good number.
For the Max. Huss on the right elbow. Step back J is good.
That was nasty.
Cannon Huss.
Eli did everything right.
Huss up to 7. Bates with it. Skips it across Eli Gustafson.
Thought about it.
Skips it back over to Fender. Three-pointer right side is just off the mark, wide left. And now Huss running point for the Max.
We have not seen Seidel really take an actual shot yet. It's been all on, both of them have been on fast breaks.
Left side for Cooper Mittermeier against Mason Prey.
So far, though, a great start. What do you expect for a championship game?
Huss hands it off to Eddie Mittermeier. The runner's no good, and it's going to be an offensive foul. Taking one on the chin is Isaac Seidel, and as Eddie Mittermeier picks up his first foul.
That was a help defense. Bates was partially beat, not completely, but just a half a step. Seidel with a flex on the floor. But great help by Isaac Seidel stepping up on a lightning-quick Mittermeier.
15-11 Newman Catholic, 8:10 to go first half. Mason Prey with it, beats 3 guys, gets cut off.
If he would have taken one more dribble, he would have been at the rim.
Thomas Bates out to Jackson Fender in the right corner. Back out to Bates in the corner. Passes tipped by Prey. Gets double-teamed. Back out to Isaac Seidel. Right side for Fender. Thomas Bates goes baseline. Lost it for a second. Finds Gustafson on the left side and puts it in.
I don't know which defender it was, but someone got out of place. And so Huss had to try and cover Bates and Gustafson. He went out to Bates, expecting him to drive, and he threw it right behind him.
17-11 Newman Catholic. Mittermeier three-pointer right wing is good.
You can tell when it left his hand, that one was going to rip right through. Connor Kroc heading in next whistle. And he's gonna probably assume his role as the Mittermeier.
Mason Prey with it, finds Seidel near the logo.
Cooper Mittermeier right in his teeth.
Back out to Bates. Down low to Gustafson again. Back out to Thomas Bates. Swings it over to Fender in the corner.
Some really crisp passing from Thomas Bates right now.
Mason Prey against Aiden Misfelt, the fader is no good. Tipped up, rebounded by Gustafson.
Right back up.
Out to Jackson Fender. Three-pointer online off the back rim. Rebounded by Thomas Bates. Long three for Prey is left short and rebounded by Minnemeyer.
Couple of good looks. Unfortunate for Coach Waldvogel, and he's probably thinking, wow, could he not get anything on that possession?
Left side for Minnemeyer. Screen from Huss goes baseline against Bates. The foul on the floor with 6:35 to go in the first half.
Yeah, they need Connor back out. They need Connor Crock back out there. Thomas's game. He's a gamer. He's going to go hard.
It's going to be immediate timeout. 6:35 left. He'll be back in 30 seconds on Zaleski Sports.
At Express Employment Professionals, we place people from all walks of life in all kinds of jobs.
Hi, welcome to Express. Please sign in and have a seat.
Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks.
A little bit of a drop for Newman Catholic like they were in yesterday, just one of their last 7. Leading by 3 here with 6:35 to go in the first half. Sutton Transport in Weston is your local family-owned trucking company specializing in next-day LTL delivery and national volume LTL services. Rest assured of getting your freight to its destination safely and timely. Sutton Transport in Weston, fueled by 40 years of great service with a personal touch. Connor Crock back into the game. The starting 5 out there for Newman Catholic.
No, Gustafson is out. Bates still
Gustafson
in there.
out. Yep, getting a little bit of a breather for. And now Crock is on
Huss. So they're keeping Bates on Mittermeier. And they're setting every screen.
And Mittermeier, a fading 3 is off the mark. And tipped around, tipped up, and Huss with it. Comes with a hustle rebound. Cooper Mittermeier. Eddie Mittermeier, long 3 is off the mark and rebounded by Sikora. Huss with it again at the top of the key against Connor Crock. Back over to Eddie Mittermeier, and McDonell resets.
So last possession, Newman had a couple reloads. Now McDonell with the chance.
And Eddie Mittermeier flopped and looking for a foul.
He took a little bit of a shoulder from Bates.
Right side for Aiden Misfelt. Huss at the free throw line. Same play. Three-pointer, shot fake. Back out to Mittermeier. Three-pointer again is off the mark. Rebounded by Mason Prey.
Great play between Huss and Mittermeier. Great two-man game. And they had Newman scrambling, but he just couldn't hit the shot.
Jackson Fender on the left wing. Mason Prey top of the key. Going to try another one. And got it!
Crock.
Connor Crock. 3 more.
Have a day, young man. Have a good start.
11 points for Connor so far.
If you had told me that Connor Crock has 11 and Seidel and Prey have combined for 2 and they're leading by 6, I'd ask where you went last night.
Right side, top of the key for Misfelt. Good ball fake against Fender. Off the mark on the layup. Seidel with the rebound. Right side, kicks it out to Fender. Crock again, tries same spot. He got it, buries it. Connor Crock back-to-back triples.
And he waves right at the student section, going back to the Newman side.
Newman leading by 9, 4:45 to go.
Same spot, same shot, same result. Just
Huss goes baseline against Bates. Good defense by Thomas Bates. Cutting his Mittermeier, and he got fouled and puts it in. And 1 for Eddie Mittermeier.
Yes, now that time, earlier when he drew the charge, he got there in time with help. That time the help was late, but just a half a step. And Seidel also jumped into it a little bit.
Yep.
Maybe if he would have stayed down, he might have drawn the second, but he was there just late. And then he jumped.
First foul on Seidel, or excuse me, on Isaac. And Eli Gustafson going to check in for Thomas Bates. 6-point game here with 4:38 to go in the first half. Camping World of Rothschild, just off I-39, offers a huge inventory of new and used RVs, travel trailers, fifth wheels, and campers, along with services, repairs, and maintenance to keep your next vacation getaway running smooth. Treat yourself to memories that will last a lifetime. Visit Camping World of Rothschild today.
Seidel buries a three from the left wing. Finally gets a shot that wasn't on a fast break at the rim, and he makes no mistake about it.
Much needed three for Isaac. Get that confidence up a little bit.
Now Simon's back to where they were. Croc on Mittermeier, Gustin Huss, and
Banked in three for Eddie Mittermeier.
And Connor's like, what did I do wrong? What happened? How did that not, what? And sometimes you're lucky.
Prey, down low to Croc, no look pass, and left it too strong in the rebound, and still fought for it. Coming away with it is McDonell, and then turns it over. Pass up ahead to Croc, open court, lost it for a second, regains, and puts it in.
He was going up to a dunk, and then he just didn't catch the ball first.
Mittermeier quickly into the front court for the Max. Sikora on the right wing. Skips it over to Cooper Mittermeier. Aiden Misfeld back over to Cooper.
Two possessions. McDonell tried to have Huss to a long ball that Galvez had to save to Gustin, and then back they do right over for Newman. So
three-pointer for Huss off the mark, rebounded by Prey.
A couple of deep balls early.
Seidel to Fender to Seidel. Puts his head down, gets fouled on the drive. That's going to be Cannon Huss's second foul of the half. A huge second foul here with 3:18 to go.
It looks like Coach Schilling is going to tell him, you stay. We're trusting you. Yep. Don't get that third. If he gets a third in this first half, it's going to be a tough task for
Mason. Break corner three is good.
Mason needed that.
Out of the inbounds, Newman leads by 11 with 3 minutes to go.
And they said they're going to be better than they were in the first half against Royal. They were right.
Runner by Mittermeier, left short. And Connor Croc gasping for air. Up ahead defender. And pulls it down out to Mason Prey.
Smart play, run the offense.
Mason, dribble drive in the lane, left hand. The runner is good by Mason Prey. And Newman leads by 13.
Timeout, Max.
McDonell takes a full timeout, 33-20 Newman Catholic. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Zaleski Sports. Elite Auto Care is a family-owned business providing top-notch car care to the Schofield, Weston, and Wausau area. They deliver honest and professional automotive repair and maintenance services with quality ASE certified technicians that you can trust. Elite Auto Care offers the latest technology and is equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on both foreign and domestic vehicles. From general maintenance, air conditioning and brakes to exhaust, axle repair, tires, or just a simple oil change. Turn to Elite Auto Care, your local family-owned auto business on Schofield Avenue in Schofield.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
.242 to go in the first half of the Division V state championship game. Newman Catholic out to a 33-20 lead over McDonell. Check out Stewart Optical at Union Station for all your eye care and eyewear needs. Open 5 days a week with amazing monthly specials and instant savings on contact lenses. Most insurance plans are accepted. Schedule your exam now at Stewart Optical today.
It was really cool showing on the camera. They showed some of the parents, family. I saw they showed one. It was a couple little kids and look at parent of Fender. I think it was a Fender family. But seeing the little kids as now the terrifying eyes of the mascot on the screen, but you see the younger brothers, younger sisters making their homemade signs. It's what this stuff is all about. It's the kids. It's the coaches. There's nothing like state basketball.
Huss on the right block against Gustafson, and he turns and puts it in.
That stopped a 7-0 run that was over just 1 minute.
That was probably the discussion in the timeouts. Cannon, you got to do a little bit more in the post.
He's up to 9 points.
Seidel with it. Back out to Mason Prey, left wing.
And Mason Prey probably the person most angry about that timeout because he was starting to feel it.
Isaac Seidel, pull-up jumper is off the mark. Good defense by the Max, and they're running. Huss into the front court against Gustafson. 1:50 to go first half. Eddie Mittermeier swings around to Cooper, right side for Aiden Misfeld. Top of the key, Sikora.
Mason Prey, he wasn't even at the Big Ten logo in the lane. You want to shoot it, it's all yours, big guy.
Left side for Eddie Mittermeier.
Hey, look at Steve Galvez took many threes. He was 10 of 19.
A good move there off the mark, rebounded by Mason Prey.
So it's not like there's that small of a sample size. He's shooting 53% if you let him go.
1:20 to go first half. Prey stepped into a long three. It's good! Mason Prey just feeling it.
And the 3 fingers in the air all the way back down. He walked into that one. They played off under the screen.
Mason with 8. He had 8 in the game yesterday. 1:05 to go in the half. Newman Catholic leading by 14. Galvez with it now against Prey, backing him in the lane. Turns, partially blocked by Mason, rebounded by Prey. He's going to slow things down just a tad. He had Fender running. Connor Kroc, right wing, going against Huss. Bodying up against Huss, and he didn't get the foul called. That would have been Huss's third.
That should have been Huss's third. He had him jumping and leaned into him. That's
Huss, top of the key. Back over to Sikora. He's going to try a three. Galvez, excuse me. Rebounded by Prey. 30 seconds to go in the half, and Isaac Seidel puts up 1 finger. Newman leading by 14. Just across the timeline.
And he wants to get it to Prey, and Prey's going to run the offense. But Misfelt, though, not letting him, so he can't just hold it. He avoids the 5 call.
10 seconds left in the half. 36-22. Gets a screen. Back out. Fender, corner 3 to end it. An offense rebound by Seidel, and that will end our first half here in Madison as Connor Kroc pumps up the crowd. 18 minutes in the books here at the Kohl Center. Newman Catholic 36, McDonell Central Catholic 22. Back in 2 minutes on Zaleski Sports.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
When your son or daughter is on a sports team, then you know fundraising can be a pain. Fundraise Local is your solution. It's a business right here in central Wisconsin that can help your school, club, or city organization raise money for your programs using our local businesses. Fundraise Local is simple, fun, and great for our community with no door-to-door selling or piles of products sitting around your house. If you have an organization that needs a fresh, new way to fundraise, or if you're a business who would be willing to help your local sports team, learn more at fundraiselocal.com. Shop local, fundraise local, be local.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
We said we're growing, and we are. Come join the Crystal Finishing family. We're looking for experienced industrial maintenance mechanics, CNC fabricators, all driver positions for our freight team, as well as skilled and general production. We know the importance of a work and life balance. Our shift options and flexible schedules set us apart. Our pay ranges from $17 to $43 per hour depending on your skill level. We're proud to be a family-owned company that is committed to our community, team members, and the growth of our business. Call or jump on our website to learn more.
Welcome back to the Kohl Center in Madison. Division 5 state championship game. Newman Catholic 36, McDonell Central Catholic 22 at the half. Steve Maves, Mike Wenlett, Cale Jacoby getting highlights for us that will be posted later on this afternoon. Ag Country Farm Credit Services is a family-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services. From loans and leases to crop insurance and tax and records, they have you covered. Contact Ag Country in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford. First half scoring for the Max, not much. Eddie Mittermeier with 11, Keegan Galvez with 2, and Cannon Huss with 9 for McDonell Central.
You look at that number, though, for the Max. Middemeyer, 4 of 12, 2 of 9. He didn't take that many threes in the game yesterday, in the whole game.
Yep.
That's just, and 25% or 20.
Yeah, he was 2 of 7 from beyond the arc yesterday.
33% from the field, 25 from 3, 5 turnovers. Rebounds are the same, though.
Yeah, Bowles with 17 points off turnovers for Newman Catholic, 6. McDonell doesn't have any points off turnovers because Newman Catholic hasn't turned it over yet.
Which is incredible, especially with the defense they're playing on them.
Yep.
Their whole plan was to stop Prey and Seidel. But Newman had 9 turnovers in the first half yesterday against Royal, 17 in the game.
Yep.
And Royal made things very uncomfortable, especially for Mason Prey.
Yep.
But to have no turnovers in a state championship game and a half, that's absolutely incredible. That's a spectacular performance for this team taking care of the basketball. And I know Coach Wallvogel, that was one of the first things he talked about yesterday after the Royal game in the press room.
Yep, yeah, absolutely. Scoring for Newman Catholic in that first half. Mason Prey with 8. Jackson Fender started the game with a 3-pointer. Connor Kroc, 16 points, 6 of 11 from the field, 2 of 3 from beyond the arc, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Isaac Seidel with 5, and Eli Gustafson with 4 for Newman Catholic. They lead 36-22 at the half.
And it started with the I don't want to say secondary guys, but the guys who you don't talk about enough. Kroc, Gustafson, Fender. They were the guys who got things going as they keyed up on Prey and Seidel. And Kroc especially hit those back-to-back threes from the exact same, literally, I'm pretty sure the same floorboards. He hit those 2 threes.
Yep.
But then late in the game, Prey got a couple of looks. Seidel hit a 3. And then you start to see them going, now what does McDonell do? How do you adjust? You played your early defense to try and limit Prey and Seidel, and then Kroc goes off, and Fender hits a shot, and Gustafson is wide open underneath, and Bates was given great minutes on the offensive end. So then you have to change things up, and then Prey starts doing his thing. So how do you adjust if you're Coach Schilling and the Max to try and get back in this game? Because 14 points is still – this game is far from over. We saw them down double digits against Fall River yesterday.
Yep.
But 14 points against Newman
is a little different.
Is a little different because we know what Newman can do and what they did yesterday from the free throw line against Royal as the game got on. And also Cannon Huss, very, very happy man right now.
Yeah, no doubt. Should have had his 3rd foul on a Connor Kroc shot, which was not called. The big thing, besides the turnovers, I guess, for Newman Catholic, Eli Gustafson and Isaac Seidel with 1 foul each. I think Thomas Bates might have one as well.
Yes.
But nobody in foul trouble for Newman Catholic going into half.
Yeah, that is incredible. And for a team, and McDonell played right into Newman's hands with that, taking so many threes, taking 12 threes of their 27 shots. That's Newman's loving that. I mean, if they're making them, then not as much. But when you're at that point, and with a very physical team like Newman, depending on how the game is called by our officials, and they're letting them play for the most part, and I like that. Let the kids decide who wins this championship. Newman's usually struggles when teams go right at them and tries to get in foul trouble for Eli and Kroc. And the best example is Marathon. Marathon did great by getting right into the teeth of the Newman defense and drawing those fouls. McDonell has not done that. And they have not tried the draw fouls. The closest they did was when Seidel took a charge.
Yeah, absolutely. And defense has been spectacular so far for Newman Catholic. Nobody knows potatoes in Wisconsin quite like Heartland Farms. With roots in Amherst and now based in Hancock, this 5th-generation potato and vegetable farm produces many varieties of chipping potatoes and currently farming 27,000 irrigated acres and growing. Learn more about the best in the potato biz at heartland.farm. That is heartland.farm. We're going to take another 90-second break, minute and a half, and we'll be back with the start of the second half on Zaleski Sports.
Winter's coming fast, which means it's time to hit the trails. Bill's Service Center has all things you need to stay warm and dry on the trails this winter. With a full selection of jackets, bibs, helmets, boots, casual wear. And don't forget that Bill's is your chainsaw safety gear headquarters. Bill's Service Center is your one-stop connection for all your cold weather riding gear.
Don't freeze your jingle bells off. Get your cold weather riding gear at Bill's Service Center. Bill's Service Center, where the adventure begins.
Seamless, without holes, faults, or interruption. The shape of transformation. Seamless unites experience with insight. Seamless is CLA. Putting seamless into practice to help you reach unsummited heights. CLA, the seamless experience.
For years, our Store Innovations customers told us they love our countertops, but only wanted to deal with one company for their entire kitchen project. Well, we've heard you. So now Store Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen with the same high quality products, selection, expertise we've been giving you for years. And now we can give you that brand new kitchen in just 1 week. After sitting down with our designers, picking out cabinets, countertops, and flooring, it will only take us 1 week to install everything. Stone Innovations, new kitchens in just 1 week.
Welcome back to the Kohl Center Division 5 State Championship game at Newman Catholic and McDonell Central Catholic. Game brought to you in part by Auto Select, located on Schofield Avenue in Weston. They've been providing dependable vehicle repair, services, and tires for 22 years. With a 3-year nationwide warranty and free roadside assistance at Auto Select, you're good to go. That's Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. We always talk about quick starts. Newman Catholic got off to a relatively quick start, but the first 5 or 6 minutes of the second half will really determine the last 12 or last 10 or 12 minutes of this championship game.
And if you're a McDonell, I think it's all going to key on Eddie Midemar. If he can get going and hit a couple of threes early on, it's a whole new ball game.
Yep.
It's a whole new championship game, but if he goes 0 for 3, 1 for 5, if he struggles there, then it's a whole different animal. Because he's shown he's not afraid to shoot.
Yep.
But he hasn't had it today, really. He hasn't quite had it. And on the other side, if you're Newman, man, let Connor Kroc go to work again. He was so good in the first half. It was really nice how good he was and how confident he played offensively.
Yeah, really, just watching them during warm-ups.
They're loose.
I really hope that the Eli Gustafson 3 that he shot and made doesn't get to his head, because he shot a 3 in the corner in front of his bench. That's the only shot he shot during the whole warm-ups. He shot it and walked off the court.
And end on a make. You always end on a make. And one other thing as well, and again, if you look at our scoreboard on the screen here, left side, the 2 numbers for fouls and timeouts is Newman, right side Mcdonell. Newman has not taken a timeout.
And that, again, Coach Waldvogel used two or three in the first half yesterday, and that, letting his boys play here, and 18 minutes to go.
He hasn't had to. They haven't been rattled. They were more rattled against Royal than they are so far now.
Yep, absolutely right.
Switching sides, so right to left now will be McDonell. Your left to right will be Newman.
Somebody that didn't play a lot in that first half, just looking, was Jordan Sikora, the sophomore. He's out there right now, number 24. He did not.
They gave a lot of minutes to Cooper Mittermeier.
Yep. A little bit better defender. Still playing the music here at the Kohl Center. And the runner by Huss is good.
No music, no problem. And now the music turns off.
Yeah, as soon as he makes the basket.
It's like a student section. You're standing up till the first basket is made.
Yeah. Eli Gustafson with it.
More traditional man-to-man for McDonell.
Gustafson on the left block, taking it right at
Galvez.
The big fella Galvez, and Gustafson with 6.
They're the same heights, but a little bit of a width difference for Eli.
Sikora back over to Galvez.
He's even wider than Huss.
Mittermeier back over to Huss. With it is Misfelt. Right back over. Galvez.
They are playing way off of everyone who is not wearing 3 or 33. They don't care.
Blocked by Gustafson, taken by Seidel. Kroc into the front court.
Oh, he pinned it on his hip. He got away with a carry.
All the way to the basket and tipped around and going to be taken by Mittermeier. And Eddie into the front court against Connor Kroc. He passes him off to Jackson Fender. Goes baseline. Good defense there by Jackson Fender. Tipped up. Rebounded by Seidel.
Seidel may have gotten a hand on her from behind. Again, the help from Isaac Seidel.
He said, I'll take it, Mason. Don't worry.
And with Newman not worrying about any of the other 3 guys on the court, that allows guys like Seidel and Prey to help and go be against Mittermeier or Huss when they drive.
Screen and roll for Kroc. He gets tipped away.
On a double team there and then knocked out of bounds.
Off of Huss. And again, Huss playing a close matchup here with his 2 fouls.
And Newman knows it.
Yep.
I guarantee Coach Olvego made it very known because Kroc is going right at him every time he's on the floor. And he's posting up right now on him.
Seidel in the corner for Prey. Bad pass by Isaac Seidel, and Thomas Bates will quickly check in for
Connor
Kroc.
And makes you wonder if Connor's all right.
Yep. Yeah.
You're looking at that left foot
Loosen
again?
up that left foot.
Yeah, maybe it was taped too tight a little bit.
He goes right over and grabs a drink of water. Huss right at Gustafson, and he's going to get fouled, and Huss will head to the line for his first free throw attempts of the game.
And Eli's mouthing a couple of things, wondering what he's looking at the look. He wants to see the replay.
Yeah, he's looking right at himself.
No, he's looking right at his own chin.
Huss at the line for a couple of free throws.
He's probably saying that was not called on Connor earlier. And he hits the first.
First free throw is good. When you join the team at Imperial Industries, you're joining a family. We are the leading manufacturer of welded tanks and silos, along with vacuum tanks and trucks. Apply today to take advantage of an extensive benefits package, competitive pay, and family atmosphere at Imperial Industries.
That second free throw went about as in and out as you can possibly see. Bates blocked.
Right at Huss, and then he recovers his own rebound. Gustafson over to Prey at the right elbow. Picked up his dribble. Seidel on the right wing. Gets a screen from Prey. Misfeld against Mason. In the lane. The runner, left-handed runner, is too strong. Rebounded by Huss. 15:25 to go.
McDonell stepped up the physicality so far in the second half and on defense. They're seeing that not much is being called, so they're really ramping up.
Huss to the basket and got it to go.
Probably should have gotten a foul as well.
He did that so many times yesterday. We saw it where he hooks that extra arm around the defender and did that to Gustafson there too.
Well, that too, but I was going to say he probably could have gotten one on Newman too.
Yep, absolutely right. 11-point game, 15 minutes to go.
If they don't call it, it's not a foul, I guess?
Yep. Seidel step back three off the mark, rebounded by Bates. Back out to Fender.
What minutes that Thomas Bates is given today?
Fender goes baseline, gets cut off by Minnemeyer, gets hit in the face, nothing called. Left side for Prey, resets things.
I will say, I know we're saying that they're expecting fouls and probably should be some, but I am glad they are letting them play.
Gustafson, Seidel open three is left short, rebounded by Huss for McDonell.
Chance to get it back within single digits here.
38-27, Misfeld.
That'll do it.
NBA three and hit everything, or missed everything except the side of the backboard.
And his aim was a little bit off.
Mason Prey back out to Seidel. He's going to try another one and buries it. The drive and kick out by Mason Prey and another assist for Mason.
If a shooter's off, he's not going to stop shooting. We're seeing it with Minnemeyer.
Absolutely right.
And you want that kind of confidence.
Right side, Cora.
Huss almost did a step back on Eli. That would have been impressive.
Blew right past him, did Misfeld, blew past Jackson Fender.
Fender gave him the baseline wide open, you thought there was going to be help there, but the help just never came.
Fender on the left wing, 41-29, 13:30 to go. Seidel on the right side against Sikora. Back over to Gustafson, back to Prey.
Kroc at the table. He's going to be heading in next whistle.
Mason Prey, the runner is good. Mason Prey split the defense, and the runner on the left lane line is good. And he traveled with it. Eddie Minnemeyer with the
Huss.
Huss traveled?
Minnemeyer was passing it off, but Huss caught it and kind of was he was kind of shuffling with it. You could call it on either one.
Nonetheless, Newman Catholic up by 14, 13-16 to go. Crystal Finishing Systems is a family-owned business hiring for both their Weston and Mosinee locations, with openings in manufacturing, fabrication, management, customer service, and so much more. Join the Crystal Finishing team. Learn more at crystalfinishing.com.
And it looks like Eli Gustafson's going to be heading out during this.
Yeah, as he did last time when Thomas Bates came back, or when Connor Kroc came back in, giving Eli a little bit of a breather to Eli. 13-16 to go in this Division V state championship game.
And, of course, again, a big thanks to everyone joining us wherever you may be, as one of the greats says, coast to coast and around the world. watch or listening to us right now as we're at the or a couple levels up of the Abe Nicholas Court here at the Kohl Center, but the best view in the house. Of course, we'll have highlights follow this afternoon of this game, including all the trophies and words from the coaches and players. And
state championship games today. Division I, De Pere and Arrowhead.
Those are some good games yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely. Division II, Pewaukee and Whitnell.
Even better games yesterday.
West Salem and Brilliant. Division III, Kenosha, St. Joe's, and Luther follow this one. But we got 13 minutes to go in this Division V state championship game. Newman Catholic looking for their first ever WIAA, first ever gold ball in boys basketball. McDonell looking for their first since 2016. Connor Kroc on the left side. The bench was ready to explode. All the way to the basket, right hand.
Blocked.
It got hit on the head, but nothing called. They'll say it was blocked. Huss right at Mason Prey. Tried to get up and under. Goes baseline this time and got it to go.
It's a good move. He kept that pivot foot strong.
Cannon Huss having another nice day. 16 points, 8 rebounds.
Midamar still at 11.
Mason Prey with it. Gets a screen from Kroc. The runner is off the mark. Offense rebound by Connor. Back out to Seidel, top of the key. Swings it around. Mason Prey. Quick release three is left short.
He's on line. Thought it was going in, but he didn't have the height on it.
12:15 to go in the ball game. Huss all the way to the basket and an easy lay-in for Cannon Huss.
Kroc was late. Kroc, he's not, his leg isn't fully there. He's not 100%.
12 minutes to go, 10-point game. Prey across the timeline. Gustafson getting ready to check in.
We'll see who he goes in for. I'm guessing probably Bates still, but.
And foul on Cannon Huss. That'll be his third. Thomas Bates will head to the line.
And again, I've talked about the minutes he's given, the great minutes he has given. And right there, he knew who was on him. He knew it was Huss.
Yep.
He just turned and went up. He didn't waste a dribble, didn't try and make a move. He turned, went straight to the basket.
And if Huss were to fall on that, it may have been an offensive foul. But the thick body of Cannon Huss said, I'm not going to fall. And Eli Gustafson said he's going to go in for the shooter, Thomas Bates.
He's like me. I have too much pride to fall on a charge.
First one by Bates was missed. Second one is off the mark. Rebounded by Huss, his 10th rebound of the game. He's going to take it himself coast to coast. Right side for Mittermeier. Top of the key for Sikora.
So 12 minutes, or just under 12 minutes left in the season, unless we get overtime.
Misfelt. Well beyond the three-point line against Jackson Fender. And Kroc tries to run again, and he trips. Three-pointer Huss is perfect. Cannon Huss keeping the three-point hand
right in Connor Kroc's face, too.
And Coach Waldvogel will use a full timeout, 7-point game, 11:21 to go. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Zaleski Sports.
Thank you for helping Abbey Bank become the most highly recommended community bank.
Thank you to all of our customers for helping us be successful.
Thank you for putting your trust in us.
Thank you for your loyalty.
Thank you for helping us support our communities.
We are grateful for customers like you.
Thank you to all of our customers. We hope to see you soon.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet, and it's truck season, which means huge saving on all remaining 2022 inventory. Take advantage of 0% interest for 3 or 4 years, or 0.09 for 5 years. Stop on down and talk to one of our sales consultants today.
Welcome back to the Kohl Center. 7-point game here in the Division V State Championship. 11:21 to go, and Cannon Huss, 21 points here this morning. About 30 seconds before we go into afternoon, but he's had a tremendous second half.
It's afternoon on the East Coast.
Yeah. A great second half for Cannon Huss, as he had yesterday as well against Fall River.
And again, he played kind of timid in the first half yesterday, and then he stepped up to physicality. He's been more physical this half by far.
Download a Fender, back out to Gustafson. Gustafson out to Kroc. Top of the key three is
yes, it
rattled
is.
in.
Same spot, just different side of the court as the two he hit in the first half. That just maybe a step to the left of the top.
10-point game, 10:55 to go. Huss with it, swings it around. Galvez, Mittermeier, back over to Sikora. Huss with it, gets a screen. Back over to Sikora. Misfelt. Drives, kicks it out to Galvez. Huss.
And a switch, he had Seidel and now Prey on him.
Nobody is even within 25 feet of, maybe 20 feet of.
Eli says go for it.
Sikora, yeah.
They're switching on everything now, too.
Misfelt spins, lost it. Ball's on the floor, taken by the Cardinals.
Seidel was able to not get called for the travel over to Gustafson.
Gustafson with it in the front court, skips it all the way across. Kroc tries another one off the mark, and a rebound taken by the Max. Up ahead to Galvez. Galvez skips it, Huss open, top of the key, three is good.
Rainbow for Huss, 24 for the senior in his final game as a Mac.
7-point game, 9:50 to go.
Buckle up. This one's going to get tight.
Fender over to Prey. Swings around to Kroc. Looking down to Seidel. Gets it to Isaac on the block. Kicks it out to Gustafson. Fender in the corner. And Mason Prey resets things with 9:35 to go. Prey at the free throw line all the way into the lane. It got it poked away. Taken by the Max.
Misfelt knocked it away originally.
Misfelt with it now. Over to Huss in the right corner.
Is that the first turnover for Newman today? Second.
Says it's second. Huss against Gustafson. He wants him to clear it out. Crosses over. Tries the up and under. Blocked by Gustafson, but Huss is going to draw the foul.
Yeah, he's putting the team on his back right now.
It's playoff time, and every day is playoff season for Child Life and Expressive Therapies team at Marshfield Children's Hospital. It's Child Life Month, and Fundraise Local would like to thank this team for all they do for our community. Support the Marshfield Children's Hospital Child Life team at fundraiselocal.com today. Shop local, fundraise local, and be local.
Huss hits the first as the third foul on Eli Gustafson.
And the second free throw is no good, but he gets his own rebound.
It was well short, then got tipped to him.
Sikora for three is off the front rim, rebounded by Prey.
His seventh board. Mason leading
Seidel on the left wing, drives into the lane, kicks it out to Gustafson, back out to Prey, and he resets things. 6-point game, fourth quarter in the Division V States Championship. Prey for three, short, rebounded by Mittermeier.
Another one, just like earlier, was online, but just he didn't get enough. Didn't get quite enough on it.
Goes all the way to the basket, and Mittermeier is going to draw the foul on Connor Kroc.
And now I'm confused because it's starting to tighten up how they're calling this game.
Yep.
And now it's up to the players to adjust and the coaches. But they've really tightened up the whistle this past couple of minutes.
And Coach Waldvogel is going to take a 60-second timeout. 8:35 to go in this one. He'll be back in 30 seconds. We'll do one. We'll be back after this on Zaleski Sports.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
8:35 to go in this one, 46-40 in favor of the Newman Catholic Cardinals. Fishing season is right around the corner. Reel in the deals at Fleet Farms Fishing and Marine Event. Catch their great deals on rods, reels, exclusive lures, and more as you get ready for fishing season. Get everything you need in one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. Connor Kroc picked up his first foul. Eli Gustafson, the only Cardinal in foul trouble. He's got 3. Huss has also got 3.
And again, we're going to see how each team adjusts.
Yep.
Because they have definitely tightened up the whistle the past 2-3 minutes of game time. And if I'm Newman, that means I'm going right at Cannon Huss.
Absolutely.
And then you're also going right at Eli Gustafson if you are McDonell.
Whoever runs the music here is not good at turning it off.
Yeah, timing's I mean, it's still early. Usually they play at night.
Still happening, right?
Yeah, it's still
Am
going.
I just hearing things?
No, I'm hearing a beat.
Okay. Swings around to
Now it's off.
Sikora. Looking down to Huss. Mittemeyer for three. He got fouled and count it!
Connor Kroc is livid. He can't believe he got called for that.
The three was good by Mittemeyer, and he got fouled by Connor Kroc.
It wasn't just good. He buried that. That was very similar to the play last night, the Whitnell play.
Yep.
It didn't affect the shot at all, but it was on the way through after the releases when he got hit.
And McDonell Central has got it within 2.
Wow.
With 8:10 to go in the Division 5 state championship.
A must at least be productive possession for Newman here.
Kroc on the left wing. Down low to Seidel on the left block. Turns and finishes. Big bucket for Isaac Seidel.
That snapped a 15-3 run, an 8-0 run. 6 of the last 7 is McDonell.
7:45 to go.
And a foul off the ball on Newman on Mason Prey.
That's a bad call. I think it's on Connor Kroc.
No, they called it on Connor Kroc off the ball.
Yeah, I think that it might have been an illegal screen, and then Connor
fought through it and got called for the foul.
Yep. Connor has picked up 3 quick fouls.
Coach Wallvold now pacing the sidelines. He is.
And tipped out of bounds by Kroc.
I thought they were going to call him there, too.
Yeah, he's got to be careful.
He's not going to change how he plays. He's
an
aggressive player. He's very hot. I'm not going to quite say high-strung, but he plays with his hair on fire.
Yep.
Which is probably why it's not as long as Thomas Bates.
7:35 to go. 4-point Newman Catholic lead. Mittemeyer on the right wing. Swings around to Misfelt.
Oh, that's a hook.
Hooking every single
You
time.
can see the
Intercepted
hands.
by Connor Kroc.
Great play by Connor on the help there.
That's just awful.
You could see his full back of his hand. That was, even Hap's like, I don't even do that.
Connor Kroc steps into a 3. Top of the key. Rims out. Rebounded by Misfelt.
He's one more step to the left. He hits that.
Yep.
He was two straight on the basket.
Kroc, and good no call there. That was great defense and great officiating as the drive by Mittemeyer just went to the floor, lost his footing, and a turnover.
He was trying to lean into Kroc, and Kroc took a quick jump step back. And when you're leaning forward like that, gravity will always win.
And there's going to be a foul, and Mason almost able to finish. Who's the foul going to be on? It's going to go on Misfelt. Thomas Bates getting ready to check in with 7 minutes to go.
It'll be in for Eli or Connor, because we already know Seidel, Prey, and Fender never leave.
First one for Mason is perfect.
They have the cardio of a championship boxer. Same with Cannon Huss. He's been there, and Mittemeyer's been there the entire game.
Connor's going to take a little bit of a breather before his final stretch.
And neither team is super deep.
Yep.
I mean, their benches are, but you go to them very often.
Connor Kroc, 2 for 2 from the free throw line.
Prey.
Mason Prey, 2 for 2, and they're going to try and get this music figured out. Or they're going to get the music figured out here. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you.
Just have the Luther Band play. They're here.
It just, like, it goes on and comes back, or
comes
on and goes off.
They got a Bronx cheer from the McDonell students when they turned it off.
6-point game, 6:50 to go. Sikora with it on the left wing. Mittemeyer gets the pass, gets the screen from Huss at the top of the key. Swings it back around to Cannon Huss against Eli Gustafson. Picks up his dribble, skips it across to Mittemeyer. Right side for Huss, top of the key for Huss. Sikora with it now for the Max. Left side for Galvez.
Yeah, I'm watching that I'm watching those two matchups that we see for us in the corner.
3-pointer for Misfeld is good.
The guy who hit the winner against Fall River yesterday hits his first 3 of the day today, and a big one at that.
6:15 to go. 3-point Newman Catholic lead. Top of the key for Seidel.
Lots of reach.
Every time. Kicks it out. Jackson Fender, college 3. Left it short. Tipped out of bounds, and it's going to be
off of Eli.
It's going to be off of Gustafson with 6 minutes left.
It's the right call. It was off. It was hit first by Galvez, But then Gustafson hit it off, then knocked it off him and then off himself again. It's the right play.
6 minutes left. Macs have a chance to tie it up here in the Division V state championship. Huss with it. 3 is left short. And I think the Macs were looking for a foul.
There was nothing remotely close to a foul on it.
Seidel steps into a transition.
Yes, sir!
3 and buries it.
Oh, and that was almost it should have been a turnover on the inbound, too. Huss never went over the baseline.
Huh.
Well, I've seen that. I've called that before, and I've gotten people mad at me when I was a ref. But I'm not upset they didn't. But that's definitely one that's you got to keep an eye on as a player. If you get the wrong official, he'll call it and then he'll yell at you.
Huss with it on the right wing. 6-point Newman Catholic leads. Sikora.
Let me switch back now. It was Prey had him for a second.
Galvez over to Huss. Huss goes baseline off of his foot. Oh my gosh, they're going to call a foul on Eli. That'll be his 4th.
On the backside official called it. The baseline official had a turnover. Here comes Connor Kroc. He's got to get back in the game now.
And he'll come in for Eli with 5:10 to go. And Connor's also got 3 fouls. He'll be matched up against Cannon Huss.
He gets one more. We might see Owen Sullivan for a minute or two.
Minnemeyer on the right wing.
Kind of a lean back screen. But Bates staying with him.
Left side for Misfelt. Gets the pass right side for Galvez. Minnemeyer, long 3 is off the mark and rebounded by Connor Kroc.
Looked all right going in, but because they set a double screen for him, and Bates had to fight through a couple of guys.
Mason Prey wants to go one-on-one. Isolation at the free throw line. Got it tipped away. Ball is loose. Seidel dribbles it and throws it to nobody. He's going to get called for the travel, which might help for Newman Catholic. McDonell would have had a breakout. Had a breakaway. Fast break.
The fans to our left are cheering the travel. The fans to our right are cheering a non-foul. Yeah. And Coach Walvogel is staying stoic.
Yep. 4:35 to go in this one. Cannon Huss with it. Gets a screen from Minnemeyer.
Switches on to Thomas Bates. Great defense there.
In the lane, kicks it out. Sikora, Minnemeyer, corner 3 is off the mark. Rebounded by Prey with 4:25 to go.
Prey, 12 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. This is an economical game for Mason Prey.
Prey out to Bates in the corner. Thomas lost it for a second. Back out to Mason on the right wing against Misfelt. Spins in the lane. Tries the up and got fouled and puts it in! Mason Prey flexes the muscles.
And 1 for Mason Prey. We said he needed to do his game. He hasn't had the scoring numbers, but he has played more like the Mason Prey we've seen the past 4 years. And Connor Kroc did the double biceps to him as well.
4 minutes left.
This is the confidence we saw on the football field back over the early winter.
And Mason Prey perfect from the line. Coach Waldvogel will take a 30-second timeout. Hey, how about you find your next career path with just a phone call to Express Employment Professionals with locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. No matter where you are in central Wisconsin, save yourself some time and find your next employer at expresspros.com.
And it's an alarming number here, and great for Newman. They're 40. Both teams shooting is about the same. They're very similar. 43% to 42, but the three-point shooting. Newman 41%, 9 of 22, 5 of 7 from the line. They have 13 assists on 21 made baskets, which is great in its own right. And again, they're taking care of the basketball very well. As Misfelt will get the inbound.
Newman Catholic leading by 9 with 4 minutes left in this Division V state championship game.
They've led wire to wire, haven't they? I don't think McDonell ever led.
Down low to Huss, goes baseline against Kroc. Had Kroc in the air, and Connor just picked up his 4th foul as Huss will go to the line for a couple. Again, with the hook that they have not called all weekend. 7th team foul as well for Newman Catholic.
And Eli Gustafson heading back into the game.
Cannon Huss at the line for 2. 2 for 4 in the half. And rolls it in. And Gustafson will check in for Kroc. Thomas Bates still in there. Gustafson with 4.
Yeah, I'm looking at the advanced stats. as he goes 2 for 2. McDonell has never led this game. Newman led from the opening possession, the Fender 3.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Jackson Fender against Mittermeier. He's picking up the defense a little bit. Jackson looking for a foul, and rightfully so. They're dogging him. Thomas Bates all the way, kicks it out. Jackson Fender left open. Mason Prey on the left wing. Connor Crock getting ready to check in. Jackson Fender three-pointer in front of the Newman bench. Knocks it in.
To quote the great Bill Raftery, there's some Fender onions.
Jackson Fender buries the 3, 10-point game. Huss tries and can't answer back. Offensive rebound by Sikora. Left side for Mittermeier. He tries a long 3, and he left it short.
That was from the A of Abe Nicholas. That wasn't even a college 3. That was a Steph Curry 3.
3 minutes left.
And Newman did such a great job yesterday of controlling the ball, and it caused some debate about the shot clock argument and everything because Newman did a great job protecting the ball.
The thing for McDonell Central is they've only got 3 team fouls, and Mason Prey turns that one over. Cannon Huss into the front court, over to Mittermeier. Mittermeier Euro steps, back out, top of the key for Misfelt. Down low and puts it in as Galvez, timeout.
You let him take that if you don't just make sure you don't foul. Timeout on the floor.
Galvez's 3rd and 4th points of the game. We'll keep it here, 2:30 to go. Again, we can't thank you all enough for tuning in all winter. Can't thank our sponsors enough, as well as Foundation Finance. Now's your chance to work with a company that really understands growth. Foundation Finance Company has grown every year since they started in 2012 with great full-time and part-time positions. Start a job making the money you need with flexible scheduling, a close-knit, fun-loving group with full-time benefits that start day 1. Learn more at foundationfinance.com. The big thing right now, again, McDonell only 3 team fouls. Newman's got to really be strong with the ball down the stretch here.
Yeah, the team fouls, and they're not calling it. Almost like they look like they're trying to foul a little bit at the half court, and so Newman's got to be really strong with the basketball. To me, that means Prey and Seidel.
Yep.
Connor Crock's had a spectacular game, but when he dribbles, it is very wide. It is very off to the side. It's very kind of goofy.
Yep.
For me, I want Prey and Seidel controlling the ball every time.
Yep.
And really, unless someone is covered, only those 2 guys.
Absolutely right. Stone Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen within just 1 week. Countertops, backsplashes, flooring, cabinets, and everything else you need in your kitchen. Stone Innovations takes care of it all for you, from fabrication, design, and installation. For your next kitchen or bathroom, look to Stone Innovations in Plover. Full court pressure put on. 1 timeout remaining for Newman Catholic, 2 for McDonell Central. Easy inbounds to Isaac Seidel.
They double Prey.
Gustafson up ahead to Crock. And they're going to foul Connor Crock. Again, just the 4th team foul.
Galvez is first. So then, if they're going to start fouling, get the ball to whoever's being guarded by 33.
Yeah, exactly right.
Which right now is Gustafson. So, and until free throws. Then you start to figure out who you want to get it to.
They're going to inbound it to Mason Prey in the backcourt. He's going to get bodied by
Misfelt.
That'll be his
3rd or second.
Yeah, they get those up pretty fast.
Yeah, they're pretty.
Oh, that's his 3rd.
It is his 3rd. Okay.
Yeah. 5th team foul. 2:20 to go.
So they're gonna say, Newman, you better make your.
And he got tripped. As Isaac Seidel got tripped coming out of the stack, and a turnover by the. By Newman Catholic.
I guess they're saying the feet got tangled.
Yep.
But either way, they tried to go over the top to Seidel, just that lob over, and he was horizontal.
Yeah. Huss inbounds it to the backcourt for Sikora. Across the timeline for Cannon Huss.
Both teams are starting 5s.
And a foul's going to go on Eli Gustafson. You can't play much better defense than Eli just did, and he just fouled out. You can't play much better defense than what Eli Gustafson just did, and he will finish his senior season on the bench.
We've seen more not called and less called today.
You got to let them play that. That's bad.
But Eli didn't say anything.
Yep.
But they get a chance to get it back to 6 here.
Elite Auto Care is where Schofield, Weston, and Wassa turn for local family-owned auto service you can trust. And Huss goes 1 for 2 from the line. For all major and minor repairs on both foreign and domestic vehicles, look to Elite Auto Care on Schofield Avenue in Schofield. And did Cannon Huss just foul out? Nope.
No, they called it a misfeld, I think.
Oh, and Huss only got 3.
They called it a misfeld, his 4th. Prey got the rebound and then got fouled after the missed free throw.
Gotcha.
And they're going to get misfeld out of there for right now because of the foul. So here comes Cooper Mittermeier.
Newman Catholic shooting free throws the rest of the game. Both teams shooting free throws the rest of the game. And inbounds it to Seidel. Prey gets bodied by
so did
Sikora. Yeah. And Prey will shoot free throws.
1-1. These are huge. The biggest free throws of Mason Prey's life. Or biggest free throw.
Yeah.
It's 1-1. Yeah, offense or defense here. Misfelt. Again, who had the clutch 3 late in the second half yesterday to put the Max in the championship game.
Prey at the line. First free throw is up and perfect. Not perfect. It rolled in, but it was good.
Good enough. And again, every free throw shooter has their routine. Mason Prey's, I'm just going to go.
Yep.
Does like a couple dribbles and up.
Prey's
Got it.
Second free throw is perfect. 5 for 5 in the second half. 9-point game, 2 minutes to go. Mittermeier gets a screen from Huss all the way to the basket. And a foul is going to be called on Mason Prey. That'll be his first. And they're going to say that Mittermeier was shooting, so he'll head to the line for a couple of free throws.
They called on Thomas Bates, his second, on a block. Which if it's Bates, then I'm not sure it's shooting, but Prey was absolutely shooting. But either way, it would have been a 1-1. It's bonus.
Yep. Mittermeier's free throw is good. Get Culligan Water for only $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com.
Exactly 2 minutes left.
And Mittermeier goes 2 for 2 from the line. McDonell with 2 timeouts, Newman Catholic with 1. And again, Seidel getting bodied across the court to Mason Prey. Dribbles it out. Prey trying to get it to Seidel. Kroc is going to find Jackson Fender. They're trying to foul somebody right at midcourt. And there's going to be a foul on Cooper Mittermeier. That'll be his first, and Connor Kroc will head to the line.
I mean, he had both arms just sort of pulling.
Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best. They have locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill, or learn more at nicolaybank.com.
So now Connor Kroc got to make him.
Kroc to the line for bonus free throws.
52% on the season.
And couldn't get that one to go.
It was just a little bit off. Around and out, essentially.
Huss gets a screen. Bates guarding him. Goes baseline, may have traveled. Mittermeier three-pointer left wing is off the mark. Offensive rebound by Huss, taken away by Thomas Bates. Connor Kroc into the front court, and he lays it in. Connor Kroc for 2 9-point game, under 90 seconds to go.
Thought he was going to call for a travel.
Thomas Bates, unbelievable in this championship game for the Cardinals.
Bates and Kroc, the backfield.
Mittermeier for 3 off the mark. Rebound taken by Kroc, finds finds Prey, and he's going to get fouled with 63 seconds to go, and Newman Catholic can feel it.
The Cardinals jumping up and down behind the basket. He's starting to feel it. You can't say enough about these seniors. Especially, obviously, we know the two.
Yep.
But Connor Kroc, 21-7 right now. Bates does not have a point, but 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and he has given everything on defense.
Mason Prey's free throw no good.
Connor Kroc,
an offensive rebound. Seidel all the way to the basket, left-handed layup is good, and that might have been the dagger here today with 50 seconds to go. 11-point Newman Catholic lead. Mittermeier, NBA 3 is airballed. Seidel with the rebound. Mason Prey is going to get fouled in the backcourt, and the Newman Catholic Cardinals are going to win the Division V state championship.
As McDonell's calling it off, they're bringing him in. They're bringing in the bench. Hugs around. 46 seconds, a couple of free throws. Newman, the gold ball.
For the first time in boys basketball
it's Cardinal
history.
red.
What a game today. What a defensive effort by the Cardinals. Owen Sullivan going to get his time.
And they're going to it's going to be the seniors finishing this game.
Mason Prey's free throw is no good.
Sullivan
will check out or check in for somebody.
Seidel.
Isaac
Seidel's
Seidel.
getting his moments.
Hug all around for the McDonell Central Max seniors.
Seidel pumping up his parents. The crowd hugs down. And then the scene on the Jumbotron, though, is heartbreaking. Cannon Huss heading off.
And Coach Waldvogel will send in everybody.
The seniors, one final.
And hugs all around, and Coach Waldvogel can take a deep breath. He will have a state championship at his alma mater in Wausau. Mason Prey just needs to hit a free throw, and he will be subbed out as well.
And it's fitting. He's the last one.
Yep. And Mason Prey's free throw is good, keeps it up, and Mason Prey can put a
final
state championship trophy on his resume as well.
The greatest scorer in the city of Wausau has just scored his final point.
The seniors for this Newman Catholic team, probably the most decorated in school history.
Without a doubt.
Two
football championships.
And now a boys basketball state championship. Owen Sullivan with the rebound for Newman Catholic, and they will dribble it out. 12-point lead with 20 seconds left.
Aiden Spicala, who got some playing time earlier this year, and Quincy Fender. They're playing hard, so these younger players, a chance to play on the Cole Center floor, especially the McDonald's. They didn't get a chance yesterday. Newman did a little bit. Count it down.
5 seconds left. For the first time in Newman Catholic boys basketball history, they are Division V state champions. Newman Catholic 66 and McDonell Central 54. Newman Catholic, you have a gold basketball coming to Wausau for the first time in boys basketball history. What a team, what a season, and what a finish for the Cardinals.
And I can't believe the height that ball got at the end when that corner hit. It almost hit the jumbo. It almost hit the scoreboard.
With the velocity that it came down, I think it did.
And the Cardinal, the mascot, running up and down the baseline, firing up the parents, the students, the Luther fans over on that baseline as well. High fives around. But we have to also say what a career, a run for the McDonell Central Catholic Max.
Yeah, Cannon Huss finishing as good as he did, 28 points and a tremendous end to his high school career. Hugs all around for both teams.
And now we said pregame, there's going to be tears from both sides for different reasons. The Newman seniors hanging out with the McDonell seniors, giving them hugs, congratulating them as they're going to give the silver ball first. Kel Jacoby on the baseline filming for us. Again, we'll have highlights this afternoon from this one, including that call at the end from you, Steve. We'll have an info pick coming up shortly as well on our socials.
What an end to this season for Newman Catholic.
But I think we should keep it here for the audio of the ceremonies here, and then we'll hear from our friends at Nasonville Dairy.
Absolutely. We would like to thank our game day sponsors as well, Era Pancakes, Merrill Iron and Steel, Jamie Schley, American Family Insurance as well. Thank you all. All season long, we had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of winter sports games, and it all came down to a Division V state championship as Newman Catholic wins it 66-54.
It'd been a few years, but the Merrillwood South has got a champion again. The best small conference in the state of Wisconsin. Top to bottom. I don't care what anyone says. You will not find a better conference than the Merrillwood.
No doubt about it. Absolutely awesome.
Yes, they're just waiting for the key. I'm guessing there's a TV timeout down on the floor, but you got Stephanie Hauser down there, or which one? I can't remember which. I'm not good with first names.
Miss Hauser.
Miss Hauser, yes. And some other, get the medals and the trophies. Silver ball to McDonell. The gold to Newman.
Making the presentation today will be Board of Control members, Carl Mormon, who's the district administrator at Florence. Paul Peterson, principal at Regis. Mike Bigley, superintendent at Whitehall. Dennis at Fall River. Corey Nichol, the superintendent at Luck. And they will be assisted by Kate Peterson Avia, assistant director of the WIAA. And at this time, will each player for the McDonell Central Catholic Max please step forward as I call your name to receive your individual medals. Number 0, Cooper Bittermeyer.
We will use our microphone audios for the ceremony. We'll use our microphone audios for the ceremony here, so.
Number 2, Vince Siegenthaler. Number 3, Eddie Bittermeyer. Number 5, Grant Smisky. Number 10, Joe Liebrandt. Number 11, Cale Holm. Number 13, Elijah Stepp. Number 14, Brady Grubenzer. Number 20, Carter Stelter. Number 22, Keegan Galvez. Number 24, Jordan Sikora. Number 33, Cannon Huss. Number 34, Asher Rozowski. Number 40, Carson Galvez. Number 44, Miles Flanagan. Number 50, David Anderson. And number 54, Mason Bussey. And now we'll have head coach Adam Schilling please step forward to receive your team's trophy.
Silver ball just given to Coach Schilling of the Max of McDonell Central Catholic. Another silver and a rapidly growing trophy case for the Max. And now the attention turns to Newman.
Yeah, it's just one of the most special times in.
Even as a broadcaster, it's chilling.
Yeah, I mean it's one of the most special times in high school sports, especially in basketball, where it's every individual player gets recognized, and it's a pretty sweet moment for these kids from Newman Catholic.
Absolutely. So now to Newman.
Number 2, Thomas Bates. Number 3, Jackson Fender. Number 4, Aiden Spicala. Number 5, Quincy Fender. Number 10, Connor Kroc.
Pretty bad limp.
Number 12, Anthony Holford. Number 13, Liam McCarty. Number 15, Lucas Kiffner. Number 20, Cooper Gould. Number 21, Ezra Gustafson. Number 22, Owen Sullivan. Number 23, Isaac Seidel. Number 30, Shusang Low. Number 34, Lucas Bergman. And number 44, Everett Kent.
Final player with the medal. And now they call in Coach Waldvogel. A long time coming.
Full circle for Coach Waldvogel.
40 years after he left.
Yep. And he will raise the gold ball for the Newman Catholic Cardinals for the
Gets the
first
picture.
time in
There it
school
is.
history. Just chills. That's all.
It's a moment neither of us got to experience.
Yeah, it's a very
as players or
special
as students.
time. Very
Connor
special
Croc looked
time.
like he almost dropped it.
Very special time. That is.
But in typical Newman fashion, very calm compared to other schools we've seen. But that bus ride home is going to be absolutely nuts. And again, thank you to the Newman faithful.
Yeah, we can't thank everybody enough. The sponsors, the viewers. It's just it's a special group to be able to broadcast at Zaleski Sports, to be able to bring you state championship games, all this hard work and all this work that not just, we have like 35 people that I send out a schedule to every week. It's more than a group effort that we bring you Zaleski Sports broadcasts all year long. Just thank you. Thank you, everybody.
It's a dream for us.
Yeah.
This is the job we all dreamed of having.
Yeah, and we'll have spring sports coming up at some point, but just enjoy. Just enjoy the special time. Newman Catholic Cardinals are your Division V boys basketball state champions.
So we'll come back and wrap things up following ours from Nasonville. I'll ask you, do you want the full Nasonville or do you want our abbreviated?
We'll do a little one so that we can get down and listen to
Coach Waldvogel and I'm guessing Mason Prey and Connor Croc.
Yeah.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Welcome back to the beautiful Kohl Center here in Madison, Wisconsin, your home for the WIAA Boys Basketball State Championships. And we just saw one for the ages. Newman Catholic 66 and McDonell Central 54. And Newman Catholic are Division V state champions. We got Kenosha.
One team crowned, 4 to go.
Yeah, Kenosha St. Joe's and Luther coming up next. We will say goodbye from the Kohl Center. And again, we will have spring sports coming up once the snow melts in north central Wisconsin and the fields dry out, and hopefully that will be sooner than later. For Mike Wendlet, Kale Jacoby, and all of us here at Zaleski Sports, thank you for a very entertaining, very fun, and very electric and ecstatic winter sports season. And it all wrapped up. Division V state champions, the Newman Catholic Cardinals. So long, everyone. We'll talk to you again next time on Zaleski Sports.